it's young, old, everything. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know. When I was younger, because I'm from Atlanta and I'm from Chicago, so it's like I went from the west to the south, and now I'm in the desert. Okay, stuck in the desert. So I got to see different points of view, and I feel like I guess it's just how they move out here. It's just maybe no motivation, maybe no nothing. Because in Atlanta, you don't get caught doing that.
No.
You could, you do what you do, and then you move where you move. Here they stay in one place. I guess they stagnant.
Kind of homelessness. There's a mental condition that comes along with
I was
that
thinking
too.
that mental.
So
Yeah,
just us. I mean, we're functional. We like to have a good time. We'll smoke weed. Drink a little bit. What separates us from people like that? Sometimes it's a very thin line. Sometimes it's opportunity. A lot of times it's mental. A lot of it's mental. A lot of them deal with depression, schizophrenia. I know those things because I've dealt with that. So
and I'm with you on that because I feel like being in Atlanta, because there's more poverty out there. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, it's harder, my nigga, because it's like everything be like against you, and nigga like out here. When I came out here, let me say something. When I moved out here, I ain't never had a double-digit job.
Right.
That means I've never had a $10 an hour job because minimum wage in Atlanta is like $7.25. So when I came out here, I'm getting $20 an hour at a job, and my first job. You feel me? And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a different
and quick money. If you can't make money here, you can't make money
everybody
nowhere.
like, bro, you can't
This
make
is
a job
easy money. Fall out the sky.
I understand that, but
the opportunity to be here, but what's the depression about?
But when you were talking about the drug part,
like you said,
it's like, look, the drug part, like my brother here, I know I'm not qualified. I haven't experimented as much as some of my brothers and sisters, out there. But one thing I do know, when it comes to homelessness, how much does homelessness really have to do with either drugs or not having a job? Or the working homeless, because there's a whole class of people that are working. They have jobs and they're still homeless.
If you can support your habit, nigga, hey, so be it, nigga. If you can go to work every day, maintain your bills, and smoke crack.
But Jack, no. Like if you were talking about the homeless, so if you take the drugs,
where the crack is, the drug users and the Ajax.
I'm talking about these blue users, nigga.
Hey, I'm sorry, but
I don't think you're talking about
not to trivialize what I'm saying. If you take the drugs away from it, there's a whole class of people that actually work and are homeless. That has nothing to do with drug abuse. That has nothing to do with being hooked on something. That zombie, because I see the dudes walking around right by the courthouse, walking around just in a daze. That can be drugs. A lot of that can be mental issues too. So where is that line?
Okay, I want to jump in what you say. Not drugs, but just homelessness. I agree exactly what you're saying. I feel like when I first moved to Arizona, I could find apartments for $400, 2 bedrooms, and everything.
Right.
But then slowly, the last 10 years, everything has been going up. So I'm in a predicament. Luckily, I've never been homeless. I have a mama, so she's like, "Baby, come back home, get my stuff together, and get back into the world." But some people don't have that. So I think it's the environment is just a lot. It's more than just drugs. I mean, yeah. Next.
Talk about
I can keep going.
what you think about that. Come on.
All right, so my opinion, it's my biased opinion. This is just how I feel. I'm an 80s baby, or what they say we millennials, right? So whatever. I know I was born. I'm 86, born in 86. You feel me? I feel like anybody that's like maybe 30, 28, 25, and you smoking crack, you doing drugs, hard drugs, my nigga. I really feel like there's no feeling sorry for you because we seen that shit growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
most of us got crackhead uncles and family members, so I really can't feel sorry for you. These young niggas, it's different for them because they ain't know. You know what I'm saying? The game, it was like kind of on us as we the big homies now. So we be having to check the little niggas, and I feel like, as we are now the big homies, I feel like the niggas that are now the big homies don't do big homie shit that big homies used to do when we was big little niggas. You feel me? Because we used to check them, they used to get checked. We was out there wilding, doing shit. Them niggas like, bro, y'all little niggas, da 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 da. And nigga got run off the fucking block, cause they know they'll fucking nigga take your ass to your mama house like, yo, watch your son, nigga, you feel me? Da 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 da. It's not like that. We don't do that shit. We scared to talk to them little niggas and shit. So them little niggas don't have no respect for us. They don't respect shit. So now we got a whole generation growing up. They doing whatever kind of drugs because they just trying everything.
You know what though? That's a conversation for a topic that can lead into a whole nother conversation. Because when you talk about the black family unit,
Yeah, that's all it is.
and when you take away,
But that's everywhere though. It's not even just black though. That's every family now.
or every family. But when I'm just dealing in my community.
I got you.
I can't relate to what a white man goes through exactly and how he lives. I'm a man. I share manhood with that person, but so that's a whole nother conversation.
All right, we're gonna keep this thing rolling, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We here, man. Hot topics.
Let's get these ladies
Hot
involved.
topics, man. So we here, man. We here to talk about something. Get these ladies over here going and shit, get their nerves worked up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if anybody know about the 11th man theory. Has anybody ever heard of the 11th man theory before?
I just know about the 11th man in Seattle.
What's something?
No, 12 man is just a crap.
Is somebody knocking on the door or am I tripping?
You tripping.
Wow.
Alright, like watch out here
It's all in your
again.
mind. It's all in your mind.
Nah, so hold on. The 11th man theory. If somebody want to help me out, or y'all want me to play the 11th man theory off YouTube? Because I'm about to play it off YouTube.
I mean,
Watch this. I'm gonna break that one.
pretty easy to explain.
Break it down.
Okay. 11th man theory in a nutshell basically illustrates how there can be 10 men in a room. A woman can control the room. Let's say she's good looking and she can tell that basically all 10 men in the room are interested in her. In some way, shape, or form, she knows she can get one of these 10 men if she would like to. But then there comes the 11th man. Walks in, all of these other men, when she walked in, they greeted her. Oh, how are you? Oh, can I get your chair? Let me light your cigarette. Do you need something from the bar? This guy walks in, sees you. I mean, and every other guy thought you would just fucking drop dead gorgeous. And this man might think the same. But as he looks at you, it's like, hey, walks by you, and suddenly your attention shifts as a woman. Like, how come this man didn't exactly, actually, he kind of was an asshole. Why is it more intriguing to go after this guy than the 10 guys that I know I can have? So, from a female's point of view, how accurate can that be? Knowing that you can't deal in absolutes. There's not always. Because there's exceptions to rules. And a lot of times, with my sisters and then women in general, when you get backed up against the generality, you'll go to the exception to the rule to be like, well, so withholding that, how accurate could that be?
I feel like it could be pretty accurate. It's like I always say, y'all gonna hear me say this a lot, there's levels to this. So it's just like, if it's 10, let's say they look thirsty to me, I don't want that. If it's that one guy who act like it's not, he don't care about me, I'm like, oh no, it's mysterious. It's the one that's, my friend once said this too, this kind of off subject, but I know this gonna make me seem bad, but I guess that's what I'm here for. A man told me this, sorry, but a man.
Is it dealing with this?
Yes, sorry, I always go off topic, but this kind of got something to do with that. Because I asked him, why you always call women H's and B's and stuff? He was like, if I say like, beautiful queen and stuff, y'all not gonna listen. But if I say ba 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 ba, oh la la, get our attention. So what I meant is since y'all doing that, it gets our attention. That's all I meant. Attention. That's it. The other ones we see y'all, but that one in the corner, we over there.
So is that the goal? So putting that.
Oh, sorry, I'm scared sitting next to him. I know he gonna come back strong.
Hey, so using that, framing it within the 11th man theory.
Yes.
So that guy who might respond to you that way, is it the goal of a woman to get a man's attention? Do you think, because what you're saying is he's trying to get your attention because you bitch or hoe. You're saying that's getting your attention in a good way? That really can't be positive.
Not in a good way.
But is that still a man at least, the standards, look, me being 45 going on 46, the standards of when courting a girl and how women, hey, look, how women were raised to be feminine and certain things, and not so much that I don't value a woman with a mind and things of that nature, but when it really comes down to brass tacks, why is it that man seems more appealing? Knowing that.
Okay, let me put my disclaimer in. This is my opinion or whatever.
Yeah, this is just how
She's just saying this how she feels. Because she could be completely wrong.
I feel this, I want to be that. That first one, the fifth one, I would have grabbed up and we would have gone already.
Right.
Okay, you get it? Me, the fifth one, That fifth one, I would have scoped that one right there. Even if it's just for the night, that one right there.
Right.
I don't need that much time. The 11th one, I wouldn't know what he looked like. My opinion. But y'all,
Okay.
basic girls, that's what they do. They play games.
Okay.
They play games. No,
Okay.
not all, but basic. There's levels to this. Sorry.
I mean, okay.
There's other females in here. I'm saying.
Give it up.
I'm saying.
Okay, but in the instance of what she was saying about, okay, the other 10 men was thirsty and or this and that, okay, the 11th man might intrigue me because he don't seem thirsty. He might intrigue me in a way of like,
Wait. Can I do this? Hey, Shotty.
No, I'm just saying,
Wait.
I'm going off
Shot.
Listen.
So what you guys?
I told you I was just being quiet. Talk juicy shit.
Go ahead.
I'm going off the example of what she said. On the
Okay.
10 men being thirsty and the 11 men not being thirsty. Okay, he might be on a whole different level of, okay, like,
So understand what I illustrated though. I said, look, you came in, they greeted you, right? They lit your cigarette, they pulled out your chair.
They were
they asked
being
you. So
gentlemen.
being gentlemen is being thirsty.
I didn't base it off of
Every
But
day.
being a gentleman is being thirsty.
She did. I based it off of what she said. You're not listening to me and the words coming out of Nikita Nicole's mouth. Model Nikki said, based off of what she said.
Okay, well, understand. We're just speaking in general.
Okay, let's erase it.
We're just speaking in general.
Somebody else speak.
I got it.
You're not listening.
I promise.
But this is what we're here for. Because
It's on me.
it's a lot of people who don't understand things, and I kind of want this to be something shit that we kind of can dead shit. I feel like if we have enough personalities in here, enough people in here that can talk about certain things cannot so be in gray areas no more, to where they can be like, you know what, I seen some shit where they were talking about some real shit, and it was different viewpoints. But it's gotta be somewhere where we gotta meet in the middle.
I'm sorry, I
Okay,
don't see
I get it.
everything from
No,
your
I get
point
it.
of view or from your point of
Right,
view. I
right,
have my own point of view because I'm my own person.
Right,
So when you
right.
ask me to speak, I'm going to speak what's on my mind.
Gotcha.
Not what you have to say or you have to say.
So-
So, Nikita.
So I get it. So based on what she said, that's all your response was. So how about based upon what I said?
How about it depends on the woman?
True, but we're talking about this particular situation. Like
It all
I
depends
said,
on the woman
and
as well,
I
because you
illustrated
asked how
that when we
will
started.
react at that
Right,
situation.
right,
So
right.
it all
She wasn't
depends
here
on
when
the
you
women.
illustrated.
No, she was there. She was in there.
But every woman's not looking for you to be a gentleman.
Then
That's
what are
what
they
I'm
looking
saying.
for?
Every woman is different.
Okay. So
I mean,
then,
when I step into a building, whatever energy I'm moving with on that day depicts what energies I want to interact with.
wow.
So you might be an amazing guy, but I might be looking for a really raunchy ass nigga that's gonna fuck the shit out of you. So you don't qualify.
So that man can't be one and the same. So the nice guy can't
No.
walk the shit out of you.
No.
Excuse me.
No.
Hey, excuse fucking me.
No.
And be just as hard in the ways that you want, but he gotta come at you like, hey bitch, give me that
No.
pussy. That shit you want. Hey, what that mouth do, bitch? Hey, where's that ass at? Put that ass in there. That's gonna make you go, ooh, my pussy wet.
No,
Let me get with this nigga.
Yeah,
Hey, that's a tough sell. Hey, but look,
Hey.
you know what?
It
I can
might.
take it. Look,
But if it's a group of 3 girls, you got a chance. One of them wants
you
a
feel
raunchy
me?
nigga,
So that's a tough
wants a
sell.
nice nigga,
So I'm
wants
just,
a-
and you
one
right?
of them wants a
Look.
timid nigga in the corner. I'm an Aries. I
Hey,
don't
look,
want no timid.
I feel
So
you.
the
Hey,
timid
look, the Ram and the Ram don't give a damn.
unfortunately, is
Hey,
not
the
gonna
Ram don't give a damn. Hey, I know
I
about
want
the
a
Aries.
challenge.
Hey, the Ram don't give a damn. Oh, I know about Aries.
Yeah.
Hey, don't
No,
even
I
get
don't
me
want a
fucking
gentleman.
started.
I know somebody who do.
Hey, look, so I got you.
Aries
Look,
don't
so
I'm
look,
not
look,
gonna date the bishop because I'm not a first lady.
so look. Hey, look. Women in certain circumstances, women in certain circumstances want a blend of that. It's like, but as a man, you don't know what type of woman you're dealing with because every woman is different.
Yeah.
So look, that's a tough line to walk for men. Sweetheart, you gotta give us some fucking, you
No,
gotta
but
give
let
us
me
some
say
help.
this to you.
Like, you got, yeah.
Be ready to. Men always say, you know, oh, y'all don't keep it 100 or whatever. So, as that gentleman,
When's your birthday, March?
at 22nd,
Oh, I was about to
I'm
say
a Pisces
23rd.
Aries. I'm a vicious one. But what I'm gonna
Yeah.
say is,
Oh yes, I know about all
what
that.
I'm gonna say is, when you
Oh,
come
good Lord,
across that
sweet
woman
Jesus.
and she tells you, hey, that's
Hey,
not
look,
what
bad.
I look for.
Hey, bad.
Be
Hey,
man
Brown
enough
said,
to say, hey,
bad.
this is not
Hey,
my,
they're
this
gone,
is
bro.
not my lane.
Hey, you get,
And I
fuck with a
appreciate
ram, they
you
look
for
bad.
saying-
Hey, have you ever seen? I'm sorry.
I appreciate you for saying, hey, I appreciate your kind gestures, but that's not my speed, and you should be man enough as a gentleman
You
to
ever
say,
heard that song from
I
Monica?
appreciate her for not leading me on and fucking me over tonight.
I do agree. Hold on.
At least she kept it 1,000.
I do say
I'm not
this.
looking for a relationship.
I think that a lot of times I don't think anybody wants to be rejected. I don't think
Right.
females,
Women,
because it be times that I be having females mad as hell. I be like, damn, Shawty, I just ain't feeling you like that. Like,
Hey,
ain't that.
Rod, I'm sorry, Shotty, can you rewind to that last statement you just made? Nobody likes rejection.
Nobody likes
hold up. I just want to explore that just a little bit deeper right now. Okay? Now look. As men, growing up, we experience a healthy dose of rejection.
That's part of being a man.
You know, a lot of times we'll make advances, like she said, be a gentleman. You don't know what type of woman you're dealing with. No, I'm sorry, can I have your number? No. I got a boyfriend, but maybe they don't. No. But a woman, but a woman, if a woman wants to give herself to you and you're like, you know, hey, can't we just, it's like, oh my God, is it my face? Is it my hair? Are you gay, nigga? Are you, it's like, women don't handle rejection well at all. And let me tell you why. No, hold on, ladies. Hey, hold on, ladies. Hey, ladies. Hey, I'm sorry. Now listen. You're talking to a man.
But
no, wait, shorty.
Go ahead.
I gotta drive this shit home. Straight. Hey, hold on. Listen, you talking to a man.
Indeed.
45 years old.
Yes.
Who was a virgin until he was 21. Wasn't like I didn't get my dick sucked in high school and shit like that. But look, as far as I waited until I got married to be with women, and in the time between my first speak, women thought what I wanted was sex.
Come on.
Even though I wanted to be, you know, sexual, when it came down to that, I was raised traditional. I was just waiting for my wife. And women did not handle the rejection of coming at me in a sexual way and me being like, put your clothes on. It was fun to get them all off you, but shit, and it's like, what do you mean, no? Like, hey, it wasn't, why is that a team?
Keep going.
Like, I was a virgin.
So
Girls
basically
didn't
you
know
was
that. Ladies didn't know that. I was just a virgin.
You was going where
That
I
shit
was
is
going.
scary. Y'all motherfucker, that pussy was attached to y'all. That shit is fucking scary. And I knew that shit. I knew there was emotions attached to all of that shit. No matter what the fuck y'all tried to say. Get it? Hey look, I just listened to what mama told me. And my mom said, look, Felix, I'm a lady. And you see what I can do. So just don't, and I'm your mother, I love you. So don't put it past any, and I was just like, oh shit, that shit put a chill in nigga's spine, okay? When it came to doing that. One day I just got tired of being afraid of the fucking pussy. Y'all shit is scary. Look, it can be attached to her. It can be attached to her. And you don't know what mentality is wielding this shit. There's emotions.
And what shit? But it's true. And what shit? Tell me again.
Say that shit again, goddamn it. Say that shit again. Who is driving that fucking bus? Who is driving that bus?
So what do women
Who
want?
is talking to you in that
so
little head of
so
yours?
what do women want?
God
Because
damn
when
it.
they ran into me, they didn't even know what they had. And look, I was not perfect. As far as being financially attractive to women, trying to be a starving rap artist, a boxer, cage fighter, doing all that, physically I could be that specimen, but financially, didn't come in that time. It's coming now, but that, you know, I'm 45, I'm figuring this shit out. You stop dreaming a little bit. You understand the reality of shit versus the fantasy. And the fantasy sometimes is better than the reality. You look at this girl, man, it would be dope. You get with it, this guy, oh man, he looks like, and then the reality of it far is way below what you thought it was gonna be in your mind. So a lot of times,
The hell is wrong with for?
hey look, right.
Shit me, that shit started looking ugly. I gotta get this. Is not what I signed up
Hey, you
for.
feel me?
You
Hey,
said
right.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday,
Right.
fucking Wednesday. I want my dick today.
Hey, look, right?
That's how they be acting too.
No, but let's be
Hey,
clear.
look, hey, you are not lying.
I be like,
No,
She not lying.
let's put this in terms
Say something from your guy.
Let's put this in terms for men, because you guys don't align with that. You guys align with money. So if a motherfucker tell you they give you 2 bands for your services and you arrive and perform and they try to give you 1,800, you're gonna have a fucking problem. You said 2 grand, this is 1,800. Where's the other 200? You agreed. So no, I think one, we're raising and training our children to believe that there's a certain type of woman that you're supposed to go after. I'm sorry, but all of you guys are not going to be.
Y'all do the same thing though,
Hey,
because y'all
like,
don't go for
hey.
the nigga who at McDonald's, nigga working every day. He probably got 2 jobs, nigga grinding and shit.
Nope.
And
Two jobs.
How do you know that? How do you know that? Maybe the
on
guy
the bus.
that's at McDonald's is shooting for little girls. Maybe the guy at McDonald's is shooting for grown girls.
How do we know his situation though?
Maybe the girls that you're going for are the ones that look like the girls in the video with Chanel bags, and you knew not to talk to her in the first place.
We don't know his situation though. He could be really trying to make something happen. And he couldn't get the other jobs. And he was like, you know what? I'm not gonna not get a job, so I'm gonna get this job, and then I'm gonna get there so I can get here.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna do this. But you
and
like, nah, nigga, you ain't.
His energy that says I'm not ready for a woman is the reason why he's not getting her. It has nothing to do with the job. I've never dated a
But
nigga
y'all be having nothing and be needing a nigga to build y'all up though.
I've never dated a nigga who made it more money than me. Ever.
But that's the thing though, y'all always have
I've
to
never
have.
dated a nigga
Nobody
who's
trying to
made
meet
more
at the
money
middle
than
in this
me.
motherfucker.
No, listen, it's not that.
Can I answer something?
Please do. I like your perspective.
I ain't gonna lie, I date guys in my life of different tax brackets. Notice I said tax bracket.
Correct.
So I dated different guys. My high school sweetheart, I had to go through the gutters, sleep at, because of that. The other guys, I feel like every guy I get with, I put the bar even higher.
Absolutely.
You understand what I mean? So you just, luckily for you was lucky because most girls don't have to deal, most girls, guys, what I'm trying to say, you said you make more than your guys.
I'm just saying that's how it happens.
Some girls don't have to go through that. Like my high school sweetheart, we went through everything together. So when he got his little job at Smash Burger,
right,
a little better than McDonald's, but Smash Burger, I was like, go to job, baby, go do what you need to do to feed these kids. I was proud of my little man.
Absolutely.
I was like, good job.
That motivated his ass, didn't it?
All I know is everything at this table is lucky that I don't got.
But now, guess what? The woman I am now, I'm looking for me a little Barack Obama so we could take over the world. You get what I'm saying?
But she found this nigga in the hood. Obama was in the hood with her.
I meant the character of the man. That's all I meant. Sorry, Michelle, you know what I'm saying? I want you, man. I just meant the character. I want to be able to change the world.
Your walk of life helps you to understand what it is that truly attracts you to a man.
That's all I meant.
Because all my friends definitely shoot for, niggas who got money. But coming from a space where somebody, I've dated people who've had money, they didn't have more money than me. But the point is, when you have, to me, if you doing some street shit, some shit that's compromising our lives, then if you make $1 million, it's really like 500,000. Because of all the shit we gotta go through is like 500,000 worth. We gotta sneak and hide and duck. Oh shit is at the ops. Like all of that shit, that takes away from the profit.
You realize you said that like 4 or 5 times.
That's pain and suffering.
You said that
so
like 4 or 5 times.
Money should not be a focus for when you obtain a man.
But that's just for you.
No,
you assume that women feel like you and all women don't feel like you.
No, I said
like no. Hey, no, hold on. Wait a second.
Everybody having a perspective exchange.
They want it for me, not for me.
No,
I don't have to bring a
we were having a perspective exchange.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so it wasn't. I'm not saying every woman should be like that. I said for me, my focus is not how much money you make, because of the type of woman that I am, I can make any nigga better. Any man better, I should say. So, whether I meet you at McDonald's and you love to cook, okay, good. We finna take your recipes and we finna start serving plates. I know a lot of people in Phoenix.
I feel like you're a different kind of woman. A woman could make a man better. Some women don't do that.
When you meet
some women bring men down.
This is my perspective. I'm an Aries. No, listen. I told you.
I've been down. I'm the host of the show. I'm one of the hosts. Okay, look, I'm one of the hosts. Look, okay, now as one of the hosts, I'm not gonna try to overpower you. I'm listening. But you said a couple. No. I mean,
but you can finish. It's your show.
So listen. So just listen. You've illustrated a certain point. I don't know if you've been tipping or whatever it is, how your attitude, how your energy is, but you've illustrated a certain point 4, 5, 6 times. Excuse me, 4, 5, 6 times.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Before you finish your statement, introduce yourself real quick.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jade. I grew up in LA. I'm from Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm from Inglewood.
I went to Mount Plain.
LA.
Man, let her introduce herself.
I grew up in Phoenix for the most part, and I would say that my perspective that I offer to this show is that I've been low and I've been high. I've dated, dealt with wealthy men. I've never dated a wealthy man because that's another story, right? But my perspective that I bring to the show is that I've had the opportunity to experience a lot of different spaces on this earth, a lot of different realms spiritually. So I bring a lot of different other contexts other than the physical realm.
Thank you for showing up.
Thank you, Shotty. My brother. I appreciate And thank you for having me.
I knew this was gonna be a touchy subject. That's why.
This is
There's a reason why I brought
necessary.
certain people. I just needed. You know what I mean? I needed. And we still got one over here, over in the back that just been over here being quiet.
I don't love it.
She think I don't see her. I'm not even gonna look at her. I'm just like, she don't think we forgot about her. But
I don't.
You about to get up in this mix too, though.
Hey, Shotty, look. I love having a conversation. No, excuse me.
I'm agreeing.
No. Hey, don't listen to me to agree. Don't listen to me to respond. Just listen. I don't love it. I love having a conversation. I like having a, calm, intelligent back. But I don't love talking and screaming over you on this show. I don't love that. I don't love that energy. I would love if that energy would come down, sister. I would love, no, excuse me. Excuse me. I'm the one. No, excuse me.
To be honest, if we talking honestly.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
No. So I'm just saying.
Don't
bring anybody else into it. I'm talking to you.
Let's be accountable.
No. So I'm just saying. Let's. And like I said, accountability is mine because it's my show. So technically, and Shotty's show, it's our show. So technically, if I would like to overtalk you, I would. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that to anybody. So, let's have an adult conversation and
we change the topic.
And you either. Okay? So yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We change the topic.
Yeah. That was you're not gonna alpha me.
That was a touchy subject.
You're not gonna alpha me, period.
It's all and everybody
Period.
I think everybody kinda got because it was a touchy subject, man. I get it. It was a live subject, and I
love it. It's a prime example of what's wrong.
But it's something. It's something that needed to be discussed because I think there's a lot of people who just be confused on that, man. It's a lot of guys out here. It's a generation gap of guys for real who didn't grow up with their daddies around. They just had their mamas.
And that was a lot of their mama's choice. Come on, let me speak.
I still haven't said my piece at all. Y'all motherfuckers always screaming, and I ain't said my shit. So let me say my point.
They always put it on the women.
No, because the women.
I guess because we married.
No, because the women.
I am not making no excuses.
You feel me? Yeah. The women get the kids most of the time in divorce. That's why. The women are the ones that choose to not let the daddy in the kid's life when the daddy. So that's why.
I mean, I heard. I don't know, but I heard.
I'm ready for this.
You good? All right. Hey man, so look. So what I'm trying to say is, I just feel like everybody's afraid to get rejected. Yes, it's a super double standards of the shit. But at the end of the day, men ain't gonna be men sitting around. And it's the same thing for women, because women have to go through the shit too. You gotta accept some guys ain't gonna like you. Some guys is not gonna think that you might not be whatever, but there's motherfucker right here think you the motherfucking goddamn everything, nigga. You feel me? And for guys though, we have to get rejected. We have to go through that. One, it's a fucking billion women in this world. It's more women in the world than men. First of all, you know what I'm saying? So your options is, nigga, we got better options than they do. First of all, we have a better chance than they do. They gotta go through, they got gay niggas, down low niggas, broke ass niggas, lying ass niggas, cheating ass niggas. Nigga, it's different for them. So they don't have as much, and motherfuckers dying, or they taking it. You feel me? They might already be in a relationship. Maybe not that good nigga right there, but he already taken already by somebody and shit. You feel me? So I feel like there is a double standard, and yes, women have to go through whatever they have to go through because they kind of have to, but they don't get their pot to look in. It's all fucked up. Sometimes, a lot of times on how they was raised. They may not know growing up because if they grew up sheltered from their parents sheltering them because they was like they grew up in the church, so they feel like I gotta raise my daughter this way. So then when she finally gets out in the world, she don't know nothing, nigga. She out there just wilding out, nigga, and then bumping her head, nigga, boom, 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 until she figures out, okay, let me run back home. Daddy, you ready?
Boom, boom, boom.
So I get it just from seeing people, cause like I be looking at everything, like the whole shit, and like for dudes, we have to go out there and get rejected to learn to build up self-esteem, because especially a lot of niggas now, because we didn't grow up with our daddies to give that to us. So we have to go out there because we got it from our big homies. We got it from watching TV. We got it from rap music and shit like that. That's how we grew up. So we didn't really get that from our fathers that were just always prevalent. Some niggas got their fathers always prevalent in their life. You know what I'm saying? But some niggas didn't get that shit. You feel me? So they got that shit from where they can get that shit from, and they some niggas couldn't take it, and some niggas could.
We
You know
all
what I'm
do
saying?
what we gotta do, my brother, but it doesn't always make it right. You know, and growing and understanding that and living that, those are two different things.
Nah, ain't no right.
You can know what the right thing to do, but to do the right thing is a whole different path. And when you are doing the right thing, you can make 1,000 correct steps, and one false step can nullify all 1,000, and you gotta start all over fucking again.
Bro.
So understanding the fundamental truths that how we're supposed to treat each other, how we're supposed to look at each other, just as men and women, knowing those things and actually practicing them when we all exhibit multiple personalities from minute to minute, we are all afflicted in some way, we are all damaged in some way, that's a difficult task. To say to sit here and say that I don't need therapy is a fucking lie.
Oh, I
The
think
things
we
that
all
I've
need
seen,
therapy.
the things I've been through, you know, at the hands of reality, at the hands of women, at the hands of my friends, you know, so it'll come out and shit like this.
That's all. It's all about admitting that shit, though. Like, if you need, most motherfuckers they're not gonna admit that they have a problem. So if you know you need help, cuz, and you just keep doing the same thing over and over and over.
It's continue to grow. So you're not ever in a space where you don't need help or you don't need therapy.
They say every 5 years you should grow.
The level of therapy you need, right?
Hey, big ups to Nikki Lynette too. Always give it all. Hey man, Nikki Lynette, such a powerful black woman. First black woman to have her own show on Broadway, the whole nine. Rapper, hip hop activist, talks about stuff like that. Dreadhead, Girls with Locks, rock movement, the whole nine. Like she's an entertainer and a person who will understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it gets hidden. It's like. It's just such a sad reality that we deal with. We can run from it, but sometimes we gotta deal with it. It's gonna come out. We use music as therapy. We use each other as therapy. And trust me, when you do this enough to a motherfucker, it starts to hurt. That spot that you lean on start to hurt. You start to feel it. So reality does that to you, and a lot of times that's why you don't call people your friends, associates. Oh, just because we smoke the same weed and play the same games, nah. That's how come it's very, and when you deal with issues of the heart, when you deal with trying to court a young lady that you might find attractive, and this could be your soulmate, this could be, a lot of women, a lot of men have passed up they soulmate, they twin flame, just thinking about some shit on some bullshit.
Okay, I have to interject.
You
know about twin flames?
Come on, dude. I'm 46. Look, if I didn't know.
My brother, that's what I'm on. Thank
so if
you.
I didn't know,
Thank you. I got my twin flame. How about that? But I can't be with him.
But see, look.
It's a journey. It's a journey.
Hey, can I ask a question? How many of the women at this table are single?
I am.
You single? So I'm at a table
I'm taking
with single. Okay, you take it. Okay, as the only woman. How long you been in your relationship?
No, you gotta do that.
You've been in your relationship 2 years.
But before that, it was 13 years.
No, go ahead, speak.
No, 2 years right now, but before that, 13 years.
Okay.
I have to put that in.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the previous two. Long term, since I was a teenager. That's what I was in.
Okay, sister to
Sorry,
the left of
next.
you. I'm sorry, my sister. What was your name again?
Siobhan.
Siobhan. When was the last time you were in a long-term relationship?
It's been some time.
How long is that?
Brother, move on.
Can we just clarify more than 5 years? Because I understand.
Okay, wait. So understand. Wait a second. So I just want you.
Like men that I dated, I wouldn't call relationships.
So sister, understand. Hey, look, I got my boys with me over here. Look, I'm outnumbered at this table. Look, I'm outnumbered at this table in the sense of relationship span because my last serious relationship was about almost 2 years ago, year and 11 months, closing on 2 years. I was with my ex for 20 years, right? So my failure as a relationship is longer than most people's successes. So when I talk about some of these, being with an Aries who was born on March 25th.
Is that what her birthday is? Is that what her birthday was? Is that why you're doing this? Is that why you're attacking my friend? She is not her. She is not her, Flex. She is not here. Get that motherfucker out of here. Get that energy. She is not her. Yeah. It's not her, Flex.
I have exercised the demon.
No, I can say, listen, Aries is a lot.
about that. I
will accept that. So I understand sometimes you have to let that out, right?
No.
I understand. When we go there and we get entangled, and you said 20 years too.
I knew it was something.
I
knew it, goddamn. I was so passionate about it.
27.
But what I will say is, we definitely give all kinds of disclaimers. We're very open and honest about how really reckless this shit can get. Really early. So
hey, look,
you
wait
decide
a second. You in the 10 seconds.
to dive in it. That's like a contract. You can't get like.
Hey, that wasn't the problem. Hey, look. Hey, I'm with that. Yo, bro.
She knew 20 years. He was in that. She
And you
knew.
know you grow.
That
Like, you know,
nigga.
20-year-old Aries is different than 30-year-old Aries. Like 35-year-old me
She's
is
41
like.
now.
Yeah, and she's like lit now. If y'all would have met now, it'd have been totally different. You know what I'm saying? But the growth, you can't say it's a failure because I know you grew hella. Like you don't be with Aries that long, and y'all don't have a. Y'all was growing together.
Look, it was a term and passing. But the point is, I know a little bit of something about just women. Look, I don't have a feminine side, but I understand.
We all have a feminine side, man.
Look, I understand.
Niggas stop acting like y'all too hard.
Wait, my nigga. All of us as men, as a straight dude, like as a dude, you can't play with this booty straight dude. All right, that straight dude, right. So look, that nigga, yeah.
No.
Get behind me, Satan! And look, that. And look, hey, that straight dude, hey, right? As that guy, the Aquarius, I understand femininity. I don't have a feminine side. God created man and woman, so he had to understand masculinity and femininity. So a man saying that, I'm a girl dad. No, you're just a dad, my nigga. Like, you don't have to be a girl dad. Look, that's by default. Just being a dad embodies all of that shit. So why everybody keeps trying to make these separate terms and all? Look, on one level, I can roll deep with you. You understand? But in the sense of wanting equality, because look, feminism is just about equality. And I want equality for my women. You understand? I want you to have the ability and capability, if you want to do anything that I can do. But knowing the difference between what you can really do and what I can really do, and what I need you to really do, and what you need me to really do. Like when them lines start getting all blurry and fucked up, and people don't want to play roles no more, and it's like, and money. Look, when she said that, she pointed out that she made money than her dudes, more money than her dudes, not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, but you feel me? It was right, you feel me? It was a point.
I be trying to sing. I can't.
To either illustrate either the caliber of men she was talking about, or how that might place value in her mind on what she expects from a man. Like she said, she's never got to date a wealthy man. I'm sure you will one day.
No. I didn't say I never got to.
What did you
I
say?
said I didn't.
She said she's been around. She dealt with them.
Okay.
I did not because, and I'm going to say this because it needs to be said, that there are, and let's
They
be
want
clear.
some different shit, don't
No.
they? All them niggas that you made money. Look, hold on. All
said
the,
you
wait.
wasn't gonna talk
Hey,
over
I'm
me.
sorry, but I just want to pose this
He
question.
can't
And I'm
help
gonna
it.
let you take. Look, all them niggas that you. Hey, wait. All them niggas that you said you made more money than.
He do that
That
all the
nigga that
time.
made more money than you, the richer guy, he wanted some different shit than them other niggas did, didn't he? Didn't he? Like what they want isn't the same. Like no, what they want isn't the same. Sex, but other than sex, what that man wants from you is not the same as a nigga that you make more money than. When a nigga doesn't have, when a nigga's looking at you to connect himself, I'm gonna let you go. So go ahead.
But what if that's all she wanted was?
Go ahead, my bad.
So this is my thing, right? I grew up in South Central.
But answer that question.
Let me finish,
Okay.
bruh.
I just don't want you to forget the question.
It's the area telling you chill out.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
just telling
he
you answer the
can't.
question.
Hey, cause-
It's the Aquarius.
So I grew up in South Central. So I had exposure to a lot of different cultures. I grew up in a melting pot. So I grew up around, and this is just gonna set the stage for what I'm about to say, right? So like you have people who grew up in a dynamic where they only grew up around real niggas that's in a certain culture. I had the opportunity to grow up around real niggas in a lot of different cultures: Assyrians, Hispanic, Black, Arab, right? LA, right?
Right.
So
I'm from Inglewood. I got you.
So in respect to that, I had opportunity to have exposure to career men, married men, men who was, had a lot of women. So I understand the dynamic of multiple different types of men growing up, right?
Right.
So with that being said, when I came to be an adult, and you can ask Shadi, I was super green in high school. Like, I wasn't fucking, I was bad, everybody liked me, but I was really the homegirl. So...
You said you wasn't fucking. Everybody was fucking in high school.
No, I wasn't. Like, everybody else was fucking?
Oh, I don't know about
I'm just saying, I wasn't fucking like I could have been fucking.
Oh, I got you.
I could have been getting it down, and I wasn't, right? I didn't get the exposure that we should get dating in high school, right? So that when I got older, I could be a little bit more fluid with how I approach relationships. But I had a little bit more knowledge with the street shit.
She was booed up.
So when you meet, or psychoed up, right? So when you meet men that are fluent, right? You have men who are like political, have companies, shit like that, and then you have, street men, right? So either way, there's a certain air. There's an air that comes with them. If it's a humble street nigga, if it's a fucking arrogant ass street nigga, period. Yeah. There's a certain air that comes with them, and it comes with a woman in the same standard. I've met my boss women. Like, I used to work in Tucson, and I met plenty of people that come from Nogi that respected me because of the type of person I am and because of the knowledge I have. So when I approach a situation with a man who has money, that's in the street, I don't not fuck with him because we don't vibe, because the dick's not good, because he got hella money. I don't fuck with him because I know I can't be the person that he needs me to be. A street nigga needs a certain type of bitch. And a bitch who jumps in it for the money, when the shit hit the fan, that's the bitch that runs into some shit. Cause bitch, you signed up, you knew what the fuck was going on. So when you know what's going on and you make the choice for this option, hey listen, I fuck with you, but I'm not her. That nigga respects you, right? If I meet a nigga who's a career nigga, right? They have a certain air that comes with it. I'm an Aries. I would rather meet a nigga that's halfway there and we work together and grind. The reason being is because we develop a level of respect for each other that I need for me as an Aries. I can't meet a nigga who's rich because the nigga like, yo, this was popping. I'm like, that's actually not what's popping. I was finna go do some yoga. Well, I just put 10 bands in your account, so this is what's going on. And who are you? What you gonna say? No? I have to have the option of choice. And in doing that, I know that if I grow with him, we have a different level of understanding and respect versus meeting him when he got his money. First of all, he already got a certain what you here for? What you bring to the table? You know what I'm saying? And if you a fucking $5 millionaire, I got $70,000 a year, but it's all yours. I go to work every day. But you have to be.
Okay, I guess
so. That's my perspective on why I don't. Okay, I haven't dated a wealthy man.
I know the first thing he about to say.
I want to hear. I want to hear what they got to say too.
He about to say, but she didn't answer the question.
Of course not. I already
No offense.
I did answer the question. They want something different. They come with expectations that me as an Aries cannot fulfill. I don't give a fuck if we've been together 50 years. If I say I'm going fucking ice skating, I'm gonna wake you up with the dick. Now don't get it twisted. I suck the dick and all that, right? We can get down, bring a girl in the room. But if I want to go ice skating, nigga, I'm going ice skating, and a $5 millionaire is not gonna be cool with that. No, bitch, we get on the yacht. I don't want to get on the boat today. I'm nauseous. You know what I'm saying? They come with. I'm telling you, I just met an A-Rap who's a fucking millionaire, and he was just like, well, don't you want salmon? No, nigga, I want falafel. I just said that. Put it on my tab. What the fuck? I need choice. And that's me as an Aries. So the sacrifice I make is I don't get to date my niggas.
She said she wants falafel.
Check, I'm good.
I don't even know what that is.
But they fuck with me
like,
though.
hey, get her some fucking falafel.
Hey.
Nigga, you know what the fuck that is. I don't know what, I didn't think I said
right. And my attitude, like a nigga be like, what you say? I told you in the beginning I was an Aries. I can't control this shit. Yes, you can. I'm done. That was my perspective.
So my question to you is this, okay. So how old are you again?
35.
Okay, you're 35.
Yes.
Do you have any children?
I do. I have a son.
Okay. Would you enjoy your son bringing home a woman with your mentality?
Yes, because I think that you don't know enough about me to really.
I'm just asking. Please don't take it offensive. I'm just
with my
just
perspective.
Yes,
yes, you know why?
Because I still have to speak.
Because I said yes.
Okay, cool. Then okay.
Yes,
I'm moving
because.
on. Okay, I'm moving on. Next question.
No,
okay,
you
said
can't.
yes.
No, my answer is
wait,
yes
okay,
because
yes.
I would rather him bring home a broke woman who has some type of culture. And let me tell you something.
Okay,
getting money is something that can be taught. Let's be clear. I can teach anybody how to get money, however they want to get it.
Hey, can I
bitch,
speak?
you want to strip, you want to sing. You want to go like getting money is a craft. It's an art that can be taught.
Hey, I sing very well.
Being genuine and being able to say, hey, I need to get out the car. I'm not a killer, but I'll be at home cooking enchiladas. So when y'all done, pull up. I got you.
Great.
That's what the fuck people respect. That's the problem. Everybody want to be a killer. Nigga, you're not a killer. Sit down. Go make fucking. Go make juice.
Whatever. Well, as a woman in your mind, whatever version of a killer a man has to be, that's just you.
You're right.
Every woman don't think like that's just you.
No, you're right.
So that's number one.
Absolutely.
And then look, number two, that nigga, that
That's
killer. Look, you 35, you got a son. The dude that you're talking about, what are you willing to do for him? Do you want to have a child with this guy? Whoever this next man is that's going to be in your life.
Okay, so I don't want to have any more children, but I do want to be with somebody that I can collaborate with, right? I enjoy powering machines. That's what I do for a living. I'm an executive.
So do you want a man that you can control? Do you want a beta dude?
No. I want someone who has their own life, and I have my own life, and then we come together. I want him to still have homeboys. I want him to still, you know what I'm saying?
So so what do you value? No, not even value. What do you expect of him? What would you like in that perfect scenario if you have the dude that falls into that category?
Yes.
What do you expect from him?
Real shit, to be himself and continue to grow. That's it.
I'm talking about
That's
like
it.
you guys.
Hey, can everybody take a shot right now, please? Just take a shot. Can we get the shot, guys?
To be himself and continue to grow.
Everybody get the shot.
The worst thing you could ever do is expect someone to be anything but themselves.
But babe, we all gotta eat. We all gotta stay someplace. We all gotta be able to. So look.
Yeah.
Realistically, like fuck the pie in the sky.
Oh, you mean money-wise?
No, wait. What I mean is just realistically, because we don't get a chance to have everything all wrapped in one package. Okay?
Absolutely.
So this, like I said,
So are we talking money? What do I expect money-wise from a man?
I just want to complete my thought without you interjecting.
I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Well, if you would let me speak. You know, like I let you talk for 15. Look, I let her talk for 15 minutes.
Right.
I let everybody talk for 15 minutes.
It's a clarifying question.
I didn't talk over you. I didn't interject over you. I didn't clarify any questions. I didn't agree with you. I didn't make any sounds. I just let you talk. I'm just saying. That's just respectful. And I guess it's my choice to be respectful. It's your choice to be disrespectful. It's okay.
Oh,
so look. Right.
He said take a shot.
I'm gonna take a
So,
shot.
this dude, what do you realistically expect as far as living with him, where your future would be, where you want to live, if you would want to take a vacation with him, if you would want to live in a place with him, if you want to marry him, would you want to marry a person, do you want to get married again?
No, I've never been married. I don't want to be married.
Okay. Wait, but you brought a kid into this world, right? But then you married. You want to be a wife, but you want to be a mother?
Correct.
Really?
So,
you think it's more important to bring a wife into this world before you're a wife?
No, I think
That's a hard
I think she
mentality
probably
for
should
a
be
man
the
to
girl
deal with.
house.
That's
Or maybe
crazy.
y'all
No,
should
I
have two
think
girl
that
house.
marriage is a union that's based on religion, and I'm not religious, so
My lane is a little different.
that's why I don't enter into the marriage situation because I'm not religious. That's the best way. I'm spiritual. I'm not religious. So marriage for me is not for me. But I do.
So what values do you feel is important to instill into your son as a man? How can you? Is the dad at home? Is the dad at home?
The dad is in his life. Yes. We're not in a relationship. No.
But he spends
So he
time with his
doesn't.
son.
Absolutely.
Okay, fantastic.
So
when you're at home with your son,
Yes. So
as
what
far
I
as-
want for him is to grow and become aware of all the things that are out here and make his own choices and decisions. What I will give him is framework. I will give him character. I will give him structure, spiritual foundation. I will not choose his. I cook every day, 3 times a day. I do everything your grandma do and some. The only thing.
Don't talk about my grandma.
No, it's not your grandma. It's a frame of reference. Like your daddy. Like No. Okay. So nonetheless, I do everything that a woman from the '60s considered the quote unquote good woman does. But the only thing I don't do is conform. So I have my own spiritual values, and I don't need to be married to you to be in a union with you.
I want to shift the point of view.
It's my thing.
Over here to the ones that haven't gotten to speak yet.
Yes.
Over here, we got our guests over here, our beautiful guests over here. Shout out to our patient, beautiful guests. They've been sitting over here waiting and stuff.
I love energy. I'm just happy to be here. Right? Yeah, thank you.
Is that all you wanted to say?
What did y'all expect? Shut up, Shotty.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. I'm sorry. Because the way she said it, she was like, wow, fortune that nigga done, motherfucker. Wow. She was like, Mortal Kombat, yeah.
I mean,
it was a silent kill.
So where are we? Where's
I'm gonna just wait for the next topic.
All right, so this is where this is something.
Next topic. Next topic.
This nigga let it go. I've been trying to. This nigga over here, damn. Hey, bro, come over here, bro. We about to interview the guest.
This nigga sitting back there with popcorn, rolling the blood, talk about boom, 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 boom. Hey, boom, guys. Said, don't fuck with me, nigga. Let's go. Next topic.
All right, so I feel like. How do y'all feel like? All right, so back in the day, y'all already know. Like, I feel like our grandparents and shit. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have social media and all that shit. So, do y'all feel like grandma just accepted the fact that grandpa may have had other bitches and shit, and when it happened, she didn't just like break up the whole family and destroy everything. And destroy everything because grandpa liked to post on motherfucking Instagram and wanted to fucking blow up the whole album. Do you think grandma had enough sense not to do that shit? Like she may have caught the grandpa cheating a few times and went up there and slapped his ass up, but she realized what she had already fucking built already, and it wasn't worth losing over this bitch. She'll go fuck this bitch up and let that bitch know she the main chick, bitch. Don't ever do that again.
Yeah. We not built like
and that's
that.
why relationships lasted the way they lasted for
Because
fucking
neither
ever.
are
And now all of a sudden, these
Hey,
sensitive ass motherfuckers now.
Oh, he gone. He gone.
Mad as
Because
fuck
niggas
on
ain't built like that either. Let me
Some
catch you.
motherfuckers sensitive
Let
ass
me catch
shit.
you. So I feel you. Hey,
We not built
I
like that.
can respect the woman who does that because I'm saying, but listen, all I gotta say to that is this. Listen, that goes back. Hey, all I gotta say to that is this. I don't necessarily agree with it, but dudes who happen to have a lot of money, such as Sister said, they expect women to get down with a lot of different shit that maybe they not wanting to get down with. And one of the things is maybe when they're traveling and they're doing all the shit that they make money with, they might be.
I'm just saying the ones I met.
I did not say that. I already gave a disclaimer that says I don't deal in absolutes, always and never. But I also said that a lot of times when I talk to my sisters and they come against a general mindset that goes against what they want to say, they jump to the minority. They'll say, well, not always, and they'll concentrate on the not always and not the general shit that's right in everybody's face. And that's all I really want to get to. It's like the road goes both ways, but let's travel all the way down that motherfucking road before we go on the other road. So look, when we talking about girls, we can talk about you guys, and then we can talk about us too. But let's go all the way on us, and then let's go all the way on y'all. That's all I'm asking. Because a lot of times it gets jumped and switched, and I'm more than willing to sit back and just boom, boom, boom. Look, I'm going to take the whole shit. But I just want to get my licks into. That's all I'm saying. So, hey, it's all good.
Like the voice is not.
Y'all got anything to say about that?
I don't even know.
God
So
damn.
you're right. Hey, so ultimately we were agreeing that you're not built like that, and I said neither are men. When you said why didn't because
that's not what I'm saying.
Hey, look, because when Grandpa caught Josephine cheating, he left that bitch on the street.
I just feel like
got another
today,
lady. You feel me? So back in the day, I'm just saying, I'm going off what you said. Nigga.
I'm saying I feel like today, I feel like motherfuckers is mad sensitive now, from both angles though. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I think there's just a level of understanding of some shit. Like if you with somebody, right, and you love that motherfucker, right, and he love you. Motherfuckers is human, bro. People gonna make mistakes all the time. Now,
how many niggas
hold on, cuz. Let me see, cuz. Hold on.
Fine.
Let me say this shit, goddamn it.
Shit, that's how I feel.
Goddamn. Motherfucker. Motherfucker say my shit. Hey, stop cutting motherfuckers off, goddamn. Shit. You been cutting people off all goddamn night, motherfucker. That's some goddamn bullshit. Motherfucker, stop cutting people off.
I just don't think these ladies agree with you. That's all.
Stop cutting people off.
I just don't think the ladies agree with you, bro.
Take a shot.
I don't think the ladies agree with you. I don't think the ladies agree with you. Hey, if I ask all these ladies at this table how they feel about love, nigga, they don't agree with you.
They don't have to.
I'm just saying.
They don't have to.
Hey, nigga, I'm just saying, nigga.
I don't win your motherfuckers.
But I'm saying, no. She said, no. Look, she already illustrated how she feels. Like, she already illustrated that. You told me that you weren't in a relationship for a long time.
I didn't want to be heard, goddammit.
So, I'm just saying. So, do you feel relationship?
Give me another shot, goddammit.
No one is able to talk.
I'm not taking another
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Like, I'm sorry.
Say it.
You cannot understand my point of view if you don't let me.
Hold on, give her the mic.
Nobody.
My voice is loud enough where I don't need
No,
that
come on.
And you gonna hear me.
We're on the podcast.
Okay, I have not been in a long-term relationship in a while.
Right.
Okay, as you date, you understand what you want and what you will not settle for and what you need in life to, like what you want. Like,
No, I'm
that's just life.
I'm
Like,
not
that's what it
courting
is
you.
in
I'm not
growing.
talking.
So as
Don't
I
make
get
this
older,
about
my
me. Don't make
liking
this
in
about
men,
me.
what I prefer in men change.
Right. Don't be mad at me.
That's
I'm
right.
not your man.
Let us be
I never
clear.
talked to you.
When I was younger, that boy, that roughneck, yeah, he was cute. But as I get older, I got a business I got now. I got an image I got to maintain. I can't deal with this man who probably 9 times out of 10 walking around with his pants sagging off his ass, who fucking selling drugs and shit like that. No, I can't deal with that. I'm not judging your lifestyle. I'm not mad at you.
But
Get
those
it how
are just the
get
men
it.
you pick.
But that's not what I want right now.
Okay, that's just the men you pick. That's the type of brother
No,
you pick.
I
That's your
just said
man.
that's not.
You said you picked him before, but you don't pick him anymore. But you feel me? So
And
don't be
I'm
mad
28.
because of your choices. I'm just saying.
You know, 'cause you see,
I'm
age is
45.
Okay, so first of all, let's just be clear. Historically, if we go all the way back, civilizations evolve, and when civilizations evolve, so do their cultural aspects. So do their what we call what the fuck do we call this shit? Yeah, culture, right? The culture, right? Society. That's what societal norms change, right? You know what I'm saying? We got NWA. I grew up in LA, so LA was lit in the 90s, right? So, bacon, bitch, I'm gonna bring home sausage or whatever, and you just gonna be happy with it because I'm on the block or I'm at work. And niggas who worked wasn't, like when I get off work, I wanna fucking relax. I had to fucking work all day. You know, it's the 90s, right? So like, you know, it wasn't the time of the millionaires, right? Women was getting a little independent. Like, the men was different.
Do you know why?
So women had a different
independent?
expectation now. Now you can't stay home and I want
Do
to
you
go
know
ahead,
why?
interject.
That happened? It happened actually before the 60s. History, that's what I do.
Yeah,
So,
I
what I
love it.
meant is before that is women was supposed to stay at home until the men, all the men, y'all sacrificed y'all life to go to wars. After a while, around the 50s, we had to put on that. You get it, step up.
Bring that
You get
history,
it?
boo.
Around
Thank
the 50s.
you.
Maybe
Yes.
that's when the divide happened. Because after we got our jobs, we was like, oh, we actually like this. We don't want to work in the kitchen. That's what happened. But we was forced to, when the man
Correct.
had to do the man
Correct.
job, we stepped up as women and did
What we had to do to support. Yes.
They playing on that shit, man.
And
I
then
like that, but I do miss it. That's what
Right.
I do. Like, I don't really do
But-
it where I walk. I mean,
Then that war was bullshit.
I like to
And
talk.
there's more to that. There's more
But
to that.
now we're in 2021.
And we know shit is fucked up.
And let me tell
We
you
standing up
something.
strong and we standing up
Wars is
proud.
fucked
If you
up.
cheat on me,
Oh my god.
it's OV.
I ain't even gonna let it
Fine.
change. The cheating thing is a different
Just like you
subject.
said, it's 10 men in the
And
room.
listen, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
But y'all
For
ain't
me,
telling
no,
me
let me get my point.
Alright.
20 seconds.
Because most women don't even know they get in
Let me tell you why though. It's not because I'm a bad bitch and no, there's a lot of those, and they're a lot better than me because I'm not cute all day. Like this is how it is. But what I will say is, I know what type of bitch I am. Like I will, Nick, we can have a foursome. I don't give a fuck, right? But what I feel like, and this is just me. Just me, the areas that I am. I feel like intimacy is really important to me because areas I'm always thinking about it. I don't care what I'm doing. I can be in a meeting. I'm thinking about it. So for me, I just feel like physical intimacy is a communication that happens between two people that it surpasses and it surpasses. And I'm not saying just sex. When you touch somebody, when you touch somebody, you know how like somebody, but you know somebody, but you know they not really into it. It's not because they can't. It's not because they can't. Because you know that connection. So me, I don't fuck with non-connection. I don't got a connection with you can talk to me. In high school, I used to be all over the place. I got a connection.
I was feeling like, and I think like, and I feel like on that same perspective because there's so many different perspectives of how people be feeling this shit. You feel me? But a lot of shit I think like guys and women just don't understand about each other, and we just having this fucking gap that just going like this.
I feel like that's some communication.
Because they don't know how to keep it
real. It does. A lot of communication.
Like, and if you're willing to listen, because communication is a two-way street. You can hear, are you listening?
Well, you see,
Like you can hear me talking about, are you
you see
listening?
who has communication, you see who's single. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that we all have communication issues there.
That's
We
what
all
I say.
single in this motherfucker.
I do.
So,
But
God.
they ain't got to do it all day. Everybody say, I know.
I was with my children's father. I got 3 kids, 1 children's father. I was with him for 11 years, whatever, like that. And then afterwards, okay, like how she stated, I've dated guys, but in a sense, I don't want to call it a relationship. You know, and that was only two guys, and me and my children's father having been together like 6 years. That was me being like 18 to fucking 29, damn near. I'm gonna be 34 next month. You know.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, you know, and woo. I had to stop and really reflect on me. Like, what am I projecting out there? Why am I talking to bum ass niggas and I'm not a bum ass bitch? Like she said, I got money. I work a job. Like what bitch? Like what? You know what I mean? So I just had to like hold on.
What makes him a bum ass nigga?
Hold on.
What makes him a bum?
I mean, something's different. If I'm trying to be somebody, I'm trying to be better than what I am. I'm from Arizona, so motherfuckers automatically be like, oh, bitches is weird. But then they meet me and they be like, oh, you're not from Arizona? You're from, I thought you were.
I said that.
Well, you're not. Don't take it offense. I mean, I don't, my nigga. You call me weird. I think that I'm different. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different.
Shouts out to all the motherfuckers that's out here different than
Ain't no wrong with being a little different.
No, nothing wrong. Be an individual. I say be an individual. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Be you.
Because nobody can be you. Motherfuckers be so busy trying to copy everybody and be biting everybody's shit.
Be somebody
That's some
else.
bullshit. You feel me? Like nobody can be motherfucking shy, nigga. Let y'all niggas know.
Tell him
Nigga,
again.
y'all ain't
Tell
gonna
him
never meet a
again.
motherfucker like me ever in your life.
Tell him
Feel me?
again.
And I'm gonna make sure I stand on that shit. Feel me?
It's just like.
Nigga never meet another motherfucker like my nigga Flex ever in your motherfucking life. I promise you that.
They don't even
You know
know.
what? Never
bro.
meet
They
another
have no
motherfucker
idea.
like my nigga Block, my
Never.
nigga K Bud, my girl Jay, Nikita. Nobody in this motherfucker. We all gotta be individuals and shit.
Right.
Be yourself.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
and I'm happy with who I am. I grew from a toxic place, and I just fucked with me. And some people are spiritual, and I'm more religious. I believe in God. I talk to Jesus, and then that's where I prayed about some shit, and I grew. And it's just like I end up talking with somebody, and we vibed and everything like that. But it's just like the environment that he lived in and where he took me around. It's not who I am. And it would have really brought me, my image, and everything down. Like, my nigga, I'm from Arizona, and 27th Indian School is not where a nigga is about to be at with roaches.
Stay your ass off of 27th and A school.
People that take me.
All my followers not from Arizona, don't go to 27th and A school and you come out here. Don't go there.
What? And
Don't
then,
go there.
Like,
nigga.
oh, let's go to after hours, and I'm like,
Don't
nigga,
go there talking about I was in Arizona.
I don't go
went to
out.
Indian
After
school.
hours is closed, but I don't even go to the club, and I know that, nigga. Bang, bang, can shoot.
Do not be over there, nigga.
We
We gonna talk
pull
about your
up.
ass.
He like, oh, well, we gonna go here. And then I'm half asleep, so we had a good little day. We pull it. He trying to take a nigga there and count. No, you turn around right now. You turn around right the fuck now. Like, so it's just that's not. He might not be a bum ass nigga, but in my mindset, my mind frame, I want a nigga to elevate my mind. I got my own money. I got my own thought process.
And we want the same too, goddamn.
Yeah, so that's a bum ass nigga. Like I want that.
No.
It's different.
I know I'm not a bum ass nigga.
That's why I'm single.
But I still
want
wanted somebody to still elevate me already where I'm at right now and keep me where I'm going.
Exactly.
Yeah, what we
Keep
gonna
going.
consider
Whatever.
Already
You know
there.
what I'm saying? That's why I said
Come on, dude.
I think we all gotta know each other where we at.
Oh my
though.
God.
That's what she was saying earlier.
I didn't say
She
she
know
was.
she was
Oh
saying.
my
I'm
She
agreeing
know
with
she
you.
was like, she said
Oh
she
my
wants to be
God.
somebody that's You don't understand right and wrong, this, that, and third, halfway, so they can grow together.
I don't want nobody perfect because I'm not perfect.
I'm not either.
But what if he on the come up though?
Give me a bite.
What if he on the come up working at McDonald's? That's all I'm saying though.
Like, there's a
What if this
bigger
nigga over there
I
like,
just need
man,
him to have another plan. I don't need McDonald's to be the end goal. That's not
That
saying
nigga
there's
like,
a
I'm gonna be the
problem with it,
manager.
that's just for me.
I'm gonna be the owner.
They don't give enough PTO for what I'm trying to do. I need him to be able to come with me to Africa. You can't even give more than 2 weeks.
All you niggas trying to be franchise owners at McDonald's, she don't want you, nigga.
No. If you work at McDonald's, do you enjoy managing businesses? Do we need to open you a business consulting agency? Do you enjoy making sneakers? Do we need to get you a sneaker line? This shit is easy. It's white label. You can get anything white label. But I just need you to have a plan. Like I just want, I'm gonna go
All you Burger King workers,
just a side.
what a burger. If you work at In-N-Out Burgers, nigga.
It's not about the job. It's about this in here.
I'm just like,
I know people even don't even like guys about how they look. Like,
Yeah, it don't.
I legit like look at my background. Sorry, y'all. I talk to some ugly ass niggas. Listen, they personality and they vibe and everything.
so y'all would date an ugly ass nigga as long as y'all have shit together?
If he got his shit together and I vibe him and
All you
that's
ugly niggas watching right now too. Get off my goddamn line, man. Don't be coming over here with that ugly ass shit.
I mean, but then you want to be light skinned a little bit.
Get your ugly ass.
Listen, matter of fact, going back to the 10 niggas in the room, I'm the one that's not cute. Listen, I can't even deal with you and what you come with, sir. You, what? No, back there. Come on, let me get you. They ain't have a haircut in a week. I ain't got time. The nigga that just came from the barber, I don't want him. I need a nigga who ain't had a haircut in a week. He's been working. He's been working.
I want the same thing though. I want the same thing, bitch. I want your hair to be done. I want your goddamn job to be secure. I want the same thing.
I want your brother.
Oh yeah.
What? Oh, don't lean on the thing.
We did not.
No, I did.
But we want the same thing though.
I was all on it.
We want you to have a job. We want you to have a house, a career, or something. We just want you to have something too. We don't want you to be out there goddamn on fentanyl, nigga, out there with the drug pandemic.
But a lot of women now own that shit though. That's the thing.
Take your fentanyl ass in.
That goes both ways.
Both ways.
That does.
Man, look, man, I really appreciate
They
y'all
can teach me.
coming out to the motherfucking show. It was a motherfucking vibe tonight, you know what I'm saying? Everybody said how they feel. So look, y'all, this is the show. This is how I feel every other Tuesday. We up in this motherfucker. We talking about all type of shit. You know what I mean? We be trying to get to the nitty-gritty of shit. How we do, what's going on. So everything just opinion. People just speaking how they feel. So you ain't gotta run around and be like, nigga, you feel me? It was real shit. Motherfuckers speaking from their heart though, so what's real shit?
Fuck the heart, the mind, all of that.
But look, man, I'm your boy Black Shot. Make sure you follow Block, man. We got all these events going on. My nigga Flex, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to AG, the promoter, you feel me? AC, the promoter in the motherfucking building. Make sure y'all follow everybody. Trinika in the building. We got the new host in the building, you feel me? Follow Nikita, you feel me? She got a lot of shit going on, smiling and everything. My girl Jay, make sure you follow her page and everything she got going on. What's your name again?
Let's have some viral conversations. Look, people want to see that shit. Hey, people want to see that shit. Let's have some viral conversations. No doubt. You know what I'm saying?
The headdress queen.
The dress queen in the motherfucker.
The hairdress queen.
The hairdress queen. Make sure y'all motherfuckers tap in, you feel me? We always gonna be keeping it real, you feel me? Y'all wanna pull up and wanna build the next show, you already know what it is. Then my line DM me, you already know what to do. It's your boy, we sounding out this motherfucker. Let's go.
Got her name right.
We out of here.
Good boy, baby.